It is the afternoon of February 12, 2026, and the image flooding X tells two different stories about today's hashtag Bharat Bandh. If you are in Kerala, Odisha, or Assam, the strike is a totally reality. We are seeing empty bus terminals in Cuttack and shut down stores in Mallapuram. In these states, life has truly come on to a standstill. But if you are watching this from Ahmedabad or Mumbai, you might be wondering what is strike? While trade unions claim over 30 crore workers have joined the call, the ground reality is a massive mixed bag. In the next few minutes, we are going to look past the viral hashtags to see where the Bharat Bandh actually hit hard, where it failed to make a dent, and why the government is calling this the Reform Express despite the protests. Whether your bank were closed or your commute was normal, the context behind today's chaos is something every Indian needs to understand. Let's look at the real report card of the 2026 Bharat Bandh. Why are some states completely paralyzed while others are functioning? It all comes down to the strength of local trade unions. In Kerala, the strike is being described as unprecedented. Life in districts like Kannur and Kasaragod has come to a near halt. KSRTC buses, private taxis, and even auto rickshaws so have stayed off the roads. Schools and colleges are closed, and most shops haven't even opened their shutters. Moving to the east, Odisha is seeing a similar story. We have seen viral videos of passengers standards at Cuttack's Netaji bus terminal and major road blockades on National Highway 16 near Bhubaneswar. With the strong backing of the left parties and farmer organizations, the strike in Odisha has successfully shut down wholesale markets and public transport in almost all 30 districts. Assam is the third major hotspot, where urban and semi-urban areas are facing total closure. In these high-impact states, the 30 crore worker figure isn't just a static. It is a visible reality that has disrupted everything from banking to daily wages. While Kerala and Odisha are silent, the story in India's mega cities is the complete opposite. If you walk through the streets of Delhi, Mumbai, or Ahmedabad today, you might not have even realized the Bharat Bandh was happening. In Delhi and Mumbai, the lifeline of the city, the metro and the local trains, have been running on normal schedule all day. The Confederation of All India Traders, or CAIT, issued a statement this morning confirming that over 90% of retail markets across North and West India stayed open for business. They argued that traders are still recovering from the post-pandemic years and cannot afford a day of lost sale. Even in Bengaluru, the Silicon Valley of India, while there were small protests in the city centre, the massive tech parks and MNCs remained fully operational. Most private sector employees chose to work from home or commute as usual. So why this divide? In these metros, the workforce is largely private, non-unionized, or part of the service economy, which isn't as connected to the traditional trade unions. This creates a patchy impact where the strike is a total success in industrial belts but almost invisible in the commercial hearts of the country. It raises a big question for the organizers. Can a strike be called national if the biggest economic engines of the country keep running? One of the most confusing part of this today's hashtag Bharat Bandh was the banking situation. Many of you might have wondered, is it a holiday or not? Here is the context. Technically, the Reserve Bank of India did not declare February 12th as a bank holiday. However, major public sector unions like the All India Bank Employees Association AIBEA officially joined the strike. The meant that while the doors of the banks like SBI, Bank of Baroda and PNB were technically open, these was very little staff inside to help you. If you try to deposit a check today, you likely faced a delay. Branch-based services like cash withdrawals and customer assistance were hit the hardest. We have seen reports from states like Jharkhand and Goa where nationalized bank remained completely shut as employees took the streets. However, it wasn't a total shutdown for everyone. Private sectors, banks like HDFC, ICICI and Axis were fully functional operation because Their union did not join the protest. Plus, the backbone of modern India, UPI and mobile banking, remained 100% active. The strike was a reminder of the divided in our financial system. While the physical branches of the public sector can still be paralyzed by a strike, the digital economy never stops. While the streets are full of protesters, the mood in parliament today was very different. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman have doubled down on what they call the Reform Express. According to the government, these are not just a pro corporate changes, they are pro future. They argue that India cannot become a developed nation by 2047 using labor laws that were written in the 1920s. The Reform Express aims to simplify doing business for our 6.3 crore MSMEs, which provide the bulk of employment in India. Addressing the hire and fire fear, the Ministry of Labour issued a statement today clarifying that the right on strike is still fully protected under the new codes. The only catch, union must now provide a 14-day notice period. The government says this isn't to stop strikes, but to give time for conciliation and to prevent sudden disruption to the public. The Prime Minister emphasized that this budget is about solutions, not obstacles. From semiconductor emissions to massive infrastructure corridors, the government's message is clear. The Reform Express has left the station and it's moving forward a Viksit Bharat. But the big question remains, can you have a Viksit Bharat if the very workers building it feel left behind? This clash of visions is what defines the Bharat Bandh of 2026. While the strike was happening on the streets, a massive political firestorm erupted inside the Lok Sabha. Leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, delivered a blistering attack, accusing the Prime Minister of a wholesale surrender to the United States. Using a martial arts metaphor, Gandhi alleged that the US has a grip or a chokehold on the Prime Minister, forcing him to sign the India-US interim trade deal. He did not hold back, saying, "You have sold our mother, Bharat Mata." The Congress leader flagged three critical areas where he says India has lost its sovereignty. First, data. He claims the deal allows the free flow of the personal data of 140 crore Indians to American corporation. Second, energy. He argues that the US will now decide who India buys its oil from. And third, agriculture. He warned that opening our markets to mechanized American farms will crush our poor farmers. The Treasury benches erupted in protest, calling the allegations baseless and shameless. But the clips of this speech have already gone viral with millions of views. For the opposition, this trade deal isn't just about commerce. It's about whether India is still making its own decisions or if the Reform Express is actually being driven from Washington. So, was the hashtag Bharat Bandh of 2026 a success? If you measure it by the silence in Kerala and Odisha, the answer is yes. If you measure it by the functioning offices in Delhi and Mumbai, the answer is no. What we witnessed today wasn't just a strike, it was a snapshot of a nation in transition. On one side, we have workers and farmers who feel that the Reform Express is a high-speed train leaving them behind. On the other side, we have a government that believes these changes are the only way to build a modern, competitive India. Whether you support the Bandh or the reforms, the one thing we can all agree on is that the conversation about India's future has never been louder. We will keep tracking the aftermath of the strike and the government's response in the coming days. Before you go, help us grow this community. If this news gave you a better understanding of today's chaos, please hit the like button and comment below. Did the strike affect your city today, or was it just another normal Thursday for you? And don't forget to subscribe the viral context. I will back tomorrow with the deep dive into the another call that's already brewing in Parliament. Until then, stay informed and stay ahead.